I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it was. No! Yeah, something. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. People keep saying stuff like, trying to give me advice. And they're all like talking about the video that went viral, and they're all like, okay, but maybe that should have been done like with a therapist in private. I'm like, that's not that wasn't the purpose. That wasn't the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video wasn't just to process it. Like, obviously I could do that myself without posting it online. What do you mean? No, it's to show people what it actually looks like when you're processing really like confusing and fucked up things, like actively in the moment, and like realizing things and rewriting the narrative that you had about yourself because you realized that it was wrong. Like, I was showing people what that looks like in real time. Yeah. And then I mean, I would say that it was interrupted in a way, but it also wasn't, because everything happens for a reason. And that's the thing, like, also, it's annoying when people are saying, like, okay, but maybe you could have said it in a different way. And I'm like, okay, well, you don't understand. You clearly still don't get it. Like, I am as genuine as I could possibly be in any moment, because that is how you experience yourself, that is how you witness yourself, and that is how you allow your feelings and everything to move through you so that they're not stuck in you, so you're not clinging to them and then making that like who you are, you know? You experience your things and allow new perspectives to come through, allow things to come forward, and processing stuff like that isn't like, it's messy. It's not gonna be like a perfectly tailored message if you're in the middle of processing things and trauma. That's not how that works. So, I mean, yeah, people are saying, oh, maybe I should have worded it differently, maybe I should have done it differently. Everything happened exactly the way that it was supposed to. That is how the universe works, and that is how faith works. God was the one that told me to make the video, the one that has been guiding me through this entire journey. Well, my entire life, really, obviously. But, like, I mean, I have been guided my entire life. I've felt the messages, I've felt the draw to the things. I've known, like, I've seen on multiple different layers how things work and fit together and stuff. And yeah, no, and that's another thing. I've noticed that ever since I was a very small child, I noticed that most relationships fail because people aren't communicating properly. That's literally the whole problem, which is why communication is so fucking important to me in a relationship. Because I'm like, I noticed as a small child that in all movies and in relationships, I suppose, that I witnessed, which there really wasn't that much that I witnessed, though, but I guess on movies, I would see that someone, like, two people split up, right? But it was because a truth comes out that one of them was hiding. And I'm like, why would you hide something from your partner anyway? Like, why would, like, what's the point of that? Like, what's the point of finding a partner and someone to love you and stuff if they don't actually know you? Because then that's not you that they love. Like, why would you hide vital information? Like, when I was like 9, sorry for my housemate being gross. When I was 9, 8 or 9, I went to one of my boyfriend's birthday parties, and he introduced me to his other girlfriend that I was not aware of. And I had like feelings about it for a minute or two or whatever, but then I'm like, he's still spending time with me. I didn't even know this chick existed. We like, it's not affecting our relationship at all. So I was like, okay, because she was skinny and flexible, and she was a dancer, and I was just like awkward and didn't know how to dress properly, and I'm not flexible at all. I didn't know why he was even dating me, and I was like, okay, well, if you want to date her and not break up with me, I'm cool to just act like everything is just the same as it always was. What do you mean? This doesn't make any difference to me. How long has this been going on? Doesn't really matter, does it? Because it doesn't affect me. So yeah. So then when I started seeing people on TV breaking up because of cheating and stuff, I'm like, why didn't they just tell them that they needed to do that? Why didn't they just tell them? And then you find out that it's because their needs were not being met at home, because there was a breakdown in communication between the two people that were in the relationship. And I'm like, okay, so it's literally all about unmet needs, not recognizing your own needs and being honest with yourself and your partner about what your needs are. Because sometimes you are afraid that your partner won't understand, or sometimes you know that your partner won't understand. And it's worse if you know. It's worse if you know that they won't accept it, so you hide it. So, because then you're lying to both of you. You're betraying yourself, and you're lying to your partner, and that doesn't make any sense. So I've always, since I was a very small child, I've always been like, you need to be honest. You need to be open and honest about things and relationships and your needs. And if you tell your partner, hey, this is something that I need, and they can't fulfill that, then they have the choice to either make them, like, get themselves to the point where, like, they're okay with someone else fulfilling the need for you, or they need to say, well, if they're not okay with that and they are fully monogamous and are not okay with that, then you have to break up. You're just not compatible. And lots of people are afraid of admitting to themselves that them and their partner are actually not compatible, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Sometimes you get so comfortable and familiar with a specific partner that you just don't want to lose them, even if you know that it's not right. Like, you could be happier, they could be happier, you guys are just kind of surviving. And it's like an agreement that you made to just settle and tell yourself that it's more than that. But if you aren't a perfect fucking match, there are more people out there, more options, you know? So it bothers me that people let insecurities get in the way of relationships and get in the way of things, because all of it really, really comes down to yourself. Being honest with yourself about what you need and what you want, and being honest with yourself about the fact that the person that you're with might not be able to provide what you need, and sticking around is stopping them from finding a better fit and stopping yourself from finding a better fit. Yeah. So there's that. I don't know. I think I'll just end that on there. There's a bunch of fucking wisdom dropped on you from child me. There you go.